Organizers of the National Private Security Conference 2026 have unveiled plans for what they describe as a strategic national platform aimed at strengthening collaboration between government institutions and private security stakeholders in Nigeria. Addressing journalists at the World Press Conference in Abuja, convener Dr. Charles Awuzie said Nigeria faces increasingly complex security challenges that require innovative solutions, stronger partnerships, and a modern approach to safeguarding lives and property. The 2026 edition will focus on the theme, Building a Modern Security Ecosystem, integrating private security capacity into Nigeria's national security architecture. Awuzie explained that global security trends increasingly rely on partnerships among governments, private sector operators, technology innovators, investors, researchers, and of course, local communities.
At the conference, we're going to be, discussing this in various panel sessions. Is intelligence sharing, communities, traditional rulers must collaborate with law enforcement. You cannot have well-known, criminals in your community and you just keep hiding them. That era is gone. It's not snitching if you call out a member of a community who you know has no job but lives such an affluential lifestyle. What you expect is not what you see. Over time, what do? You become frustrated, disgruntled, right? And that's what we're seeing. Now, the first agency that we must encourage to take up this challenge is the National Orientation Agency. The National Orientation Agency. They are key to national security. And you see, there is a whole lot of expectation from the defense, police, the DSS, and all of that. But at the bottom of, at the bottom level is an orientation problem, a culture problem. And the root of it is, like I said, poverty. Poverty creates a new culture. I don't know if any of us have, heard our fathers, our leaders in the 60s when they speak. I don't know if you have listened to them speak, right? A different kind of boldness and confidence and strong national pride and patriotism. We saw that. We see that on videos. And you just ask yourself, where did the Nigeria of 1960 and 1970s, where did they disappear to? Culture changed. Culture changed. And that's where we must hold the National Orientation Agency accountable.
Speaking on ongoing national conversations around security reforms, Awuzie expressed support for discussions on the establishment of state police and other security initiatives capable of addressing the country's security challenges. According to him, Nigeria should remain open to practical solutions that can strengthen security delivery across all levels of government.
One of the first things we must recognize is the fact that a topic that was once controversial, it was once controversial to even discuss state policing in this country. But suddenly, the authorities at the highest level are now pushing that conversation, which is very commendable. Very commendable. And like I always say, exhaust all possible solutions. If state policing will solve insecurity, let's get it done. Let's not just keep talking about it. Let's not just keep pushing it. Sometimes we even talk about it and just look good sometimes. But really, we're not doing nothing about it. Right? But let's do something about it. And if we are serious about it, it truly works. In most countries with more stable security, in those countries, they've mastered, state policing. They've mastered state policing. And how they integrate or work with private security sectors or privacy security practitioners is seamless. It's the same approach that the private security would have worked with the federal policing structure, right? The institutional police or security system always comes first. Always. The guy with a gun or whatever, who calls himself a private security agent must, at every point, be subject to institutional security agencies.
Dr. Larry Pepple, a national security expert and a co-convener, stressed the importance of combining intelligence-driven operations with advanced technology to effectively combat insecurity across Nigeria.
When we unbundle and leave core duties to be done by the regular security agencies, then intelligence gathering and intelligence generation, data generation will now be the responsibility of the private sector. I may not advocate that immediately the private sector start bearing arms like in South Africa, but we will get there ultimately. If they drive the situation, and I'm able to locate that this is where these people are. The people here are bearing 3 AK-47, 1 rocket launcher, and 2 pistols. Before I come, I position where they are. So when I'm arriving, I know how to take these ones out first without hurting the people I'm coming to rescue. Private people do it better than regular government agencies. Niger Delta, we are pushing for regulation. People are currently providing private security with arms in Niger Delta. But the regulatory framework has to change so that you can hold people accountable. When we have done all that, finish the talk, push for the advocacy, and let things work. What you are pushing for, even the ones I trained in the Niger Delta, you will see them being more resourceful because we give them capability to think. What we are pushing for, we will help to unbundle the process, help to put more people.
Dr. Muhammad Abubakar, security research expert with Tukur Buratai Research Center, said the conference would focus on generating practical solutions capable of influencing policy development, strengthening industry growth, attracting investment, and improving security outcomes across the country. The conference is expected to culminate in a communique containing strategic recommendations for government, industry stakeholders, security institutions, and development partners on strengthening Nigeria's security ecosystem and improving coordination among critical actors. I'm Mazino Dixon for Voice of Nigeria.